What's going on, guys? This is Tristan with the Twins, and we have a story today from Nico, who actually, funny enough, sent us in an email. If you guys are new to the channel or if you've been here for a bit, if you're not in our Discord, I believe that's where Nico found us. Follow us in the Discord or just join our group in the Discord in the description below. And also, if you're not following us on Instagram, twnz.official, follow us on Instagram. We post a bunch of updates every day for you guys to know about. And let's kind of get right into Nico's story. So Nico, what's up? Thank you for sending in your question. Let's jump right in. His subject line said, how to pick one. I'm gonna assume he's referring to a niche, but let's dive right in. So he said, hello, love the channel. Thank you, Nico. You're the man, bro. By the way, if you guys are reaching out, you guys should let us know where you're reaching out from. Did you find us on YouTube? Did you find us on Discord or Instagram? We are curious to know. So love the channel. Thanks, bro. My issue right now is choosing a niche. Okay, well, you're in the perfect spot because that is all we help you guys do. And especially if you've read the Videographer Business Playbook, this is exactly what it goes into. So let's dive right in. I was doing real estate listings like photos, drone, and video. Okay, first and foremost, right off the rip, real estate is a really good niche to be in as a videographer, and there's a couple of different reasons why, but as a real estate videographer, you guys can do drone work, you guys can do, if you're doing photo work and you're a videographer, I would say that's pretty ambitious. For the most part, being a photographer in real estate and being a videographer in real estate is very two separate things. And especially if you're trying to go all in on one, it's gonna be hard to kind of balance that. That's my best piece of advice, is because I know how much work triple exposing real estate is, and I know how much work doing perfect videos for a real estate listing is, especially if you're doing luxury real estate. But let's get right into what he wanted to say. So he said, but I recently switched over to doing other things like a promo video for a barbershop, a bakery, realtor promo brand, and a wedding vendor. Okay. So Nico, we're gonna jump into why this is a big mistake. And I also want you guys to understand, first and foremost, thanks to Nico for sending in his question, but I need to know how long you guys have been doing this niche for. The reason for that is because, Nico, if you've been doing real estate maybe for a couple of years now, or a couple of months, at least 90 days, then I can see why you might make the switch. But I wanna make it ultra clear to you guys that, especially in a scenario like this, where if Nico's doing real estate and now he's jumping around to other things where he said a barbershop, a bakery, realtor promo brand, and a wedding vendor, you're doing maybe like now 4 or 5 different things. This is gonna crush the way you market yourself, right? Because if someone now asks you, hey, what do you do for a living? And you go, well, I'm a videographer and I do barbershops, I do bakeries, I do weddings, I do real estate. This becomes really tricky, right? So I guess the main question maybe in his mind right now is, which one do I do and how do I know when to go all in on one, rather than wanting to try the next thing where someone's just throwing money my way to shoot a wedding, or someone's throwing money my way to do a barbershop shoot, right? So we're gonna dive right into that, but I wanna finish this paragraph that he has where he says, I've also done some networking events and a gala. Okay, so number one, I'm glad that you're doing networking events. That is the number one way, actually, funny enough, Nick and I built our own business, is just by going out there, meeting people, shaking hands, not being afraid to look like a noob, right? Because when you're first starting, realistically, you're not gonna have all this experience, and especially you're not gonna have a lot of experience meeting people and shaking hands. That's probably the more nerve-wracking thing than to actually tell people what you do. So my best advice, and I'm sure Nick would agree with me, is get in front of as many people as you can. Don't be afraid to go to networking events, and the fact you're already doing that shows that you actually take this seriously, and you can probably crush if you just had a bit of systems in place. So we're gonna go right into his next paragraph. It's kind of a shorter one today, but what I really wanted to address in that first paragraph, if you guys can relate, and I know in this case Nico is probably so relatable to so many of you guys, that yes, he maybe has a little bit of the shiny object syndrome, right? Where we're doing a niche, it's starting to pay us, it's not taking off. And because of that, now we're getting offered another job and we jump on it. And then we get offered another job and we jump on it. And because of that, now how do we actually grow one specific niche where it feels like, okay, well, I'll have to take all these jobs because it's paying me? It's a big misconception. Let's dive right into his second paragraph. He said, it's all over the place, but I feel like I don't have enough experience to settle with just one yet. Okay, this is really important, right? Because most people in this space consider experience or enough experience. You have total opposite sides of the spectrum, right? You have some videographers that say, well, I've been doing it for 4 months. I should be really, really crushing it by now. And you have other guys that say, well, I've been doing it for 3 years. I don't know if I have enough experience, right? So it just depends, Nico. That's all very, very relative. I'd be curious to know how long you were doing real estate videography and photography before you jumped into boat with weddings, events, barbershops, etc. So let us know next time how long you've been doing it. But what I will say is the medium, the happy ground, is about 90 days minimum before making a hasty decision. So you do want to judge the last 90 days, how much you've done, how much money you've made, but also on top of the money you've made, are you actually doing things the right way, right? And that means, are you trying to book retainers, right? Because if you're not trying to book retainers, then you can't really say you've tried everything, right? So are you trying to book retainers? Are you pricing what you're worth? Don't be charging under $1,000, especially for real estate. This is quite frankly one of the most lucrative fields you can be in as a videographer and as a creative in general, right? So how much are you charging? And then on top of that, how are you doing outreach, right? Are you reaching out just by word of mouth? Are you praying that a client that hired you last month rehires you again this month? All of those things in one are going to be big reasons, if you're not doing them correctly, why it feels like, yeah, this is just not working. Another thing we teach in the Videographer Business Playbook, and it's why we incentivize you guys, if you already have it, please read it and please take time in the niche selection system page. Don't rush that page. That is, like, quite frankly, everything that you need going forward to know exactly how to structure your business from fruition. So let's get into the second paragraph, okay? He said, what I want to do is first create brand videos for businesses and social media, then corporate events. Okay, I'm gonna try not to beat you up here, but what I am gonna say is it seems like you're really all over the place. And this is the thing, guys. Videographers, and I can't make this clear enough, talent is not the issue for you guys. You guys are, quite frankly, some of the most talented people on this planet. But if you don't have structure to the way you're actually running your business, well then yeah, it's gonna seem like you have to jump on the next thing, jump on the next thing. And I actually incentivize everybody watching this video right now, are you also doing something like this, right? Where like you have a niche, but then like someone asked you to shoot this, so you went and you shot that, and you made more money with it, so now you went, ooh, wait, maybe I should be doing this instead. And now you're questioning yourself every time you do a new project, and because you haven't given yourself enough discipline to stay in one realm, now it feels like I have to do whatever's pulling in money rather than building a business on one thing, becoming an expert at it, and then making lots of money. Okay, so really, really, really evaluate yourselves while you're watching this video. And the fact that Nico is saying he wants to create brand videos for businesses and then do social media and then do corporate events, and we started at real estate, so many moving parts, Nico. You're gonna, quite frankly, burn out really fast. And if you're not already feeling it, it's a matter of time. So biggest advice to you is stick with one thing, do it for 90 days, but do it the right way. And if you guys don't have the Videographer Business Playbook, well, yeah, the first 4 steps you can take is pick a niche, learn how to actually structure your offers, right? Learn how to price, and then have something in place that you guys can do on a week-to-week basis on a calendar. That way you're not just like guessing and being like, oh, maybe I should edit, or maybe I should throw up an Instagram reel, or maybe I should, right? Like have some sort of structure for your business so you don't ever have to guess going forward. Lastly, he said, I'm thinking tech, but that seems difficult to get into. And how do I even find them? Quite frankly, my man, you are doing way too much. Your email is in maybe 7 or 8 different places, and I'm overwhelmed by reading this email. My best advice to you is, number 1, if you don't have the Videographer Business Playbook, stick on one niche for minimum 90 days and do it the right way, okay? The things that I just said before this. Actually take the time to build one niche, become an expert at it. That way, if you start doing projects and you start doing videos for clients, yeah, you get referred out so easily that you don't have to really worry about, ooh, I'm not gonna make money this month, or ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get a new client this month. Have a niche that rewards you by sticking to it, okay? His last question on this email says, what helps you find your niche and stick with it? What niche was your starting point? Well, I'm glad you asked both of those questions. Funny enough, there's no perfect niche, guys, okay? The niche that Nick and I actually started in, funny enough, was cars, and then after cars wasn't really making us too much money, it actually was real estate. Funny enough, we had one person when we first started who really took to kind of a whim on Nick and I when we didn't have much portfolio, which is so awesome. You guys should be so grateful for your original clients that took a chance on you, right? But I would say for us, it was really realtors. We had like 3 or 4 realtors when we first started after cars, and that was really fruitful to us. Like we weren't great at that, but we definitely had somewhat of a base of a network where if any other realtor in their circle needed a video, Nick and I were the people to go to, which is why we say stick to one niche. That way the referrals come in and you're not so forced to do outreach all the time. You can actually even get some referrals when you're not even trying. So, and then he also asked, what was your, what helped you find your niche? Guys, we actually built the niche selection system in the Videographer Business Playbook for this, but my best piece of advice is weigh 2 things out, right? What is currently paying you and what do you like? And yes, this is the reality of building a business. You cannot always just bank on what you love. It definitely has to be a factor, but not all the time will you make a bunch of money right away if you just jump to something that you love. Let's say doing photography for cars or doing photography or videography for, restaurants if you're not charging. You have to eventually learn how to turn this into a business model, okay? Anyways, Nico, thank you for sending in your question. If you guys were watching this video and first and foremost found this helpful in any way, you guys can like the video and subscribe. You guys should be subscribed. And if you're not, and you guys just found us on this video, you guys can also join our Discord in the link below, in the description below. We have a link to our Discord. We also have the Twins Help email that you guys can email in all your questions to. So if you're a videographer and you have a couple of questions, whether or not you're stuck in business or you have questions regarding your business, how you should pick a niche, what your pricing should be, that's what I'm here for. So please go ahead and email us with the email in the description below. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok and all those cool platforms, and we'll see you guys in the next video.